Character analysis of Gertrude of Hamlet. Gertrude, Queen of Denmark and mother of Hamlet, is one of the most enigmatic and debated characters in Shakespeare's tragedy. Her motivations and loyalties are consistently open to interpretation, and she serves as a central catalyst for much of the play's action, particularly Hamlet's anguish. She is a figure of love, frailty, and ultimately a tragic pawn in a game she doesn't fully understand. A woman of action, but not reflection. Gertrude is a character who lives in the moment and seems to be driven by a desire for stability and affection. Her defining action is her marriage to Claudius, which occurs a mere 2 months after the death of her first husband, the former King Hamlet. For Hamlet, this marriage is a profound betrayal and a symbol of what he sees as her moral weakness and sexual appetite. His famous line, "Frailty, thy name is woman," is a direct condemnation of his mother. However, a closer look at Gertrude's character reveals that she is not necessarily malicious, but perhaps more pragmatic and dependent. In a society where a queen's power and safety were contingent on being married to a king, her swift remarriage could be seen as a necessary political move to maintain order in a kingdom threatened by foreign powers like Fortinbras. This interpretation portrays her not as a heartless adulteress, but as a woman making the best of a difficult situation. Ambiguity and unknowingness. A key aspect of Gertrude's character is the ambiguity surrounding her knowledge of King Hamlet's murder. The ghost of her former husband tells Hamlet to leave her to heaven, implying she was not a willing accomplice in his death. Claudius, in his own confession, never implicates Gertrude in the plot. The play offers no definitive proof that she knew of the murder. This lack of certainty allows for various interpretations. She could be a cunning and complicit partner in crime, or she could be a naive, clueless victim of circumstance. The most widely accepted view is that she is ignorant of the murder. Her reaction during Hamlet's confrontation in her chamber. The closet scene suggests genuine surprise and horror at the thought that Claudius killed her husband. She seems genuinely concerned for Hamlet's well-being and is convinced he is mad. This interpretation makes her a more sympathetic figure. A woman who loves her son and is unaware of the dark undercurrents of the court. A deeply conflicted mother. Gertrude's relationship with Hamlet is a central emotional axis of the play. While Hamlet is disgusted by her actions, she consistently shows love and concern for him. She worries about his melancholy, sends for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to cheer him up, and defends him to Claudius, believing his madness is the result of his father's death. In the closet scene, despite Hamlet's harsh accusations and her initial shock at his violence killing Polonius, she agrees to keep his secret from Claudius. This shows that her loyalty, while tested, ultimately lies with her son. Tragic victim. In the end, Gertrude's tragic fate is sealed by her love for her son and her lack of awareness. During the final duel, she drinks from the poisoned cup intended for Hamlet, mistakenly believing it to be a toast to his success. Her last words, "Oh my dear Hamlet, the drink, I am poisoned," are a final act of maternal love and sacrifice, as she warns her son of the treachery. Her death is a poignant moment, a tragic climax for a character who, despite her flaws, was perhaps more of a victim than a villain. In summary, Gertrude is a character who defies a simple label. She is not a Lady Macbeth-like figure of evil, nor is she a wholly innocent victim. She is a woman of human passions and frailties, defined by her choices in a male-dominated world. Her ambiguity is her most compelling trait, and she serves as a powerful symbol of how a lack of moral or intellectual depth can lead to tragic consequences, not just for oneself, but for an entire kingdom.